Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm your host, Lindsey, and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 for the smell, 10 for the taste, 5 for the finish, and a combined 5 for the bottle and look of the juice.
I love doing side-by-sides with you.
Side by side.
Yeah, well, you always give some really good notes and good comparisons, and we get down to which one's the best.
Oh, okay.
Let me get some notes on the first
Is this right?
one.
This is A, B, C, D?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, good. So I get like spearmint and tobacco. There's like a briny caramel, not sea salt caramel, but like brine. It's weird. And I get oak. I always get like a berry, but this is very distinctly raspberry.
Oh.
It's kind of nice.
Never heard you give a berry that specific before.
This is a very specific smell. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And I'm going to kind of go through these. I already went through them a little bit before and just kind of jotted down. If I get anything else, I'll add it. But I'm going to kind of buzz through them so we don't leave
what
you
I
guys.
did was I gave her 4 samples in Glencairns. These are not ideal for sniffing, but she already has her notes. So I put them in here just because I broke 2 glasses this week. A little low. How's it taste?
So this is smooth and soft, kind of like I figured it was going to be. I get like vanilla cake. Not frosting or anything, just the cake. There's kind of like a peanutty spice. Like a cinnamon roasted peanut maybe. It got a little burnt, which I'm kind of char. It's not bad though. It has, I'm not pulling a whole lot else out of it, but those flavors are pretty predominant and they go together pretty good. I'm not mad at it. So I give it a 7.5. Finishes here, kind of goes away pretty quick. That spice kind of lingers for a little bit, but then it just kind of just all of a sudden is poof and gone. So,
okay.
Give it a 3 out of 5. But color and look, whoops.
It's okay. It doesn't cost that much.
Great. So you gave me swill.
No, it's not swill.
It's not Old Crow, so it can't be that
it's not
bad.
Old Crow. We don't keep that in the house.
It looks nice. It's got a nice little golden hue to it. Nothing crazy. Nothing to write home about. Okay, so B. This smells like my cabin. Like pine wood and cedar. Very earthy. Kind of has like a slight bubblegum smell to it. Really heavy vanilla. I really like this though. This is nostalgia for me. A little more pronounced and I would be really happy with it. I give it 4.75.
Is that better than the first one?
Yep.
Okay.
So this has a nice spice to it. It's kind of nutty. That earthiness kind of comes through, but it has a really nice vanilla following behind it. It's really balanced and it kind of has like a minty tobacco-ness to it, which I think kind of, with me, that kind of comes with like the earthier smelling, tasting ones. But it's not bad at all. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. That minty char just kind of sticks right here. Doesn't really go anywhere. Vanilla kind of, sort of, little tiny bit. I say medium to long finish. Again, watery side, not, it's real fast moving legs.
Yeah.
A lot of them, but they're real quick and they're gone.
It's got the very slightest tint darker to it.
It's a tinge darker.
I don't even know if you're going to be able to tell on the camera.
They're minutely, like, minutely.
This one looks a little more golden to me, but...
Yeah. Okay, so on to C.
So B was better so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so this has got like a woody citrus to it. Oaky, kind of slightly spiced pear. There's like a peariness to this. It's kind of odd.
This is more than a pear. These are 2 pears. Oh.
Shut up.
Wrong pear.
And that vanilla comes through again too. Smells good though. It's got a nice smell. Maybe a 4.5. So this starts out kind of spicy and oaky, kind of minty and charry. And then it moves to a really nice smooth vanilla, kind of creamy almost. It's nice though. That citrus kind of comes out. There's like a refreshing part of this one. It's very well balanced. I'm digging on it. This is nice.
Okay. But you had the nose a slight not as good.
This one smells like my cabin.
Yeah.
And if you know me, there'll never be a better smell other than this guy than my cabin. His smell is very comforting and like warming to me, which I think to most
Didn't say that
women.
last night.
When he comes out of the shower, his smell is no. John
Not
and I
after
always
some beans or something
No.
like that.
John and I always say, like, even if you put us in a room full of 10 people, like, we could pick you out just by the smell and feel kind of thing. It's weird, but
I've never said that.
the cabin is very nostalgia for me, and it's very warming. It's very sentimental. So it's that that smell is just there.
So I haven't been listening very good. Did you go through tasting notes on that one?
Yes.
All right, what did you give
So
that?
the finish is, I gave it a 9 out of 10. The finish is medium to long. That vanilla and oak linger around, and I really like it. Like, it has a very nice earthiness to it, but it's very subtle, and it's a nice finish to it.
Okay.
Okay, so D.
So D.
So this is a little different. This has got like a yeasty pine to it, like oak and warm bread. Almost like fresh cut wood. Like when I'm splitting wood or I'm cutting wood or I'm carrying wood, anything like that, it smells like that.
You got pine on the last 3.
Yeah. And then this kind of has a little bit of a hint of cherry, and it's like maraschino. It's not like a black cherry.
Bleached cherries.
Yeah. But it's not bad, so I gave it a 4 out of 5.
You didn't get wood on the third one, or pine.
Mm-mm.
Just the second and fourth.
So this is way spicier than the other ones. Oh, way spicier.
It is the highest proof of the 4.
Okay, well, that might be why. There's a cinnamon and like a rye essence to this. It's very pungent. But it's not that, like, it has that citrusy, smooth vanilla creaminess to it too. The oak is still there too. So, I mean, again, this one is kind of a vanilla bomb as it goes on. But again, this is really balanced. It's actually pretty pleasant. Finish is hanging around. It's sticking around for a while. I've still got a really nice citrusy, charry thing going on in the back of my mouth, which I'm not mad at. Taste, I'm going to give it an 8.5. It's not as good as this one. And finish, this like cherry vanilla charry thing going on in my mouth, I am here for it. So I gave it a 5 out of 5.
Okay, you got any thoughts? Any idea what it is?
I mean, they all look pretty watery. They don't have crazy legs. This one has an okay bead line. Legs are moving a little bit slower, but they're all pretty watery, and they're all pretty light, so I'm gonna say they're on the younger side, and I'm gonna say they're I don't have any clue what this is, but for whatever reason, I want to say this is funny. On a bottom shelf kind of a thing, but...
When I was giving you a sample at a time, you were thinking like the first three were the same.
They taste and smell, everything about these three are literally like you get this spearmint oaky vanilla thing with all of them. There's a woodiness to all of them. All of them have that, but it's like you can progressively see them mature or be something. I don't know what you did or what this is, but like it moves up. Things get a little better and they get a little tastier and they get a little nicer and they get a little smoother. And then this just kind of got its own little bitey thing.
Get a little better, but you didn't rank them in order from worst to best. So what is your favorite?
This one's going to be my favorite because I like the vanilla and the oak combination in it, and it's not overwhelming.
Okay, so your favorite is Very Old Barton. This is cheap.
Did you crack all of them open?
No, why would I do that?
You son of a bitch.
This one is available in Michigan, the only one available in Michigan. This is the 90 proof one. So that's your your third sample. Number C. This is your first place. What's your second best?
This one would be my second favorite because it has the best smell and it has the complexity of this, just not as pungent. But that smell, man.
The smell to me, this one was my favorite. I was smelling them as I was giving it to you. This one smelled like butterscotch and buttercream. Only nose that really set itself apart for me.
Something a little
different. And it set itself apart for you, but in a different way, memory-wise. So that one is also Very Old Barton. That is the 86 proof that I killed and then added to the double blind.
Mm-hmm.
So 90 proof is your favorite. 86 is your second favorite. What's your third?
The last one.
That one is the 100 proof, which to me it was the best tasting. Still not a sipper to me. I don't really want to sip any of these. So the fourth one is the first one, and it's also the lowest proof one. That's the 80 proof.
Well, I mean...
And yes, I was lazy, so I'd remember I went up in proof every time. I didn't mix it up on you.
I'm not mad at any of
80, 86, 90, 100, which is not bottled in bond, but it used to be.
I was kind of happy when we went down to Florida and we got a lot of this.
We did not get those in Florida.
Well, I'm not...
We got these when we went to
Kentucky. But...
when we spent over $500 at Party Source.
Yeah, well...
if not more.
I was kind of excited to crack into these because I really like Old Barton, so...
all four of these are in the double blind now, so...
here we go.
We will crack in them together. Do you know the mash bill on these?
No. That's your job, John.
So
I'm just here to taste
this stuff. Is from Barton, also 1792. This one does taste similar to the small batch, just small batch. 1792 is a little bit better. 1792 in general is better than all of these, even their worst. I've not been a very big Very Old Barton fan, but you like them as mixing, so we kind of keep it around. I know it's a higher rye mash bill.
Still by Sazerac.
Yes, they are owned by Sazerac, the parent
75% corn, 15% rye, 10% malted barley, aged 6 years.
That's not aged 6 years.
That's also lower. Going off of their bottled and bond, which is no longer around.
It's 4, maybe some blended up to 6. I disagree with that strongly. I would say they're all 4.
Probably.
But I think they're all from the same stock. They just bottle them 4 different proof points. So, I mean, it's...
after tasting all 4 of them, yeah, I would probably say that's about right.
for fifths of each one, it's literally like $1 or $2
Literally.
more as you go up in proof. Literally.
It's literally the cheapest thing ever.
Eh.
It's like $13 for a fifth of it, and I'm telling you, if you're just going to a party and you're not afraid to leave the bottle or you're anything, or you're just drinking at home and you want something cheap, this is my go-to. It's
for a little bit more money, you can get like Early Times or Old Forest or something so much more. Evan Williams, even their small batch, blows all these out of the water. But
you know, it is what it is. But if we,
it was interesting to hear your nose, though.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I mean, I'm kind of happy that you did it that way. I'm not so mad you did a side by side by side.
I opened 4 bottles for this.
So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.